huh? And he'll be like talking to me in Spanish, my coworker. And then I was in the caf, and he was talking to me because it was just me and him. I was making a coffee, like we both were making a coffee, and he just was speaking English. Just starts spurting out Spanish. I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, "You speak Spanish, right?" I'm like, "No." And then he's like, "You're Puerto Rican? You're not Spanish?" I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm Indian." He's like, "Oh." He's like, "Bro, then why have you been shaking your head like every time I'm speaking Spanish?" I'm like, "I'm just going with the flow, bro." This dude realized that like the whole time I've been working, that he's been speaking Spanish to me and just shaking my head. But the whole time, bro, I don't even know what he's saying. He just realized I didn't know shit of what he was saying because he thought I was Spanish. That shit was so funny. He was like, "Bro, what the hell?"
The Ahmed talk of the morning.
Top of the morning.
Top of the fucking morning. So I guess today's video is about the things on which I feel may or may not be sensitive to people that see my content, depending on what I post. My boy here, he does more of like the music side of things, but
Yes, sir.
what do you guys say about that?
Yeah, so I do like all the explicit stuff, I guess you could say. kind of like not crazy, but not too explicit, but obviously not the cleanest stuff, Music contains like a lot of swears. I say a lot of crazy stuff in it.
Yeah.
Music videos, they're not too crazy yet. But yeah, I'll do my reaction videos, and a lot of the sometimes I'll take clips of me taking shots.
Yeah.
But I won't show the bottle or nothing. It'll be in the cup, but
Yeah.
I'll make it known that it's something nice in the cup, And yeah, I'll hit my vape, stuff like that,
Yeah.
It all matters like how you portray it, Don't obviously be like waving a gun in like people's faces, unless they're the cameraman, of course.
Yeah.
Right.
No, that's exactly how I feel, like, because I like to post stuff like about the streets or whatever, It's because like Lowell's has its treacherous parts, and that's kind of like the main target nowadays, and that's what everyone's going for. So like drugs, guns, violent things of that nature, Yeah, I feel that. Does it really portray that as a person? Really not. I mean, it's just kind of, it's all content. It's like entertainment. So there's no like, I'm not actually trying to give off that image. I mean, it is a photo, but like I said, it's all entertainment purpose. None of it's really real or anything like that. Yeah, like I like to shoot more like rawness of the streets. Like I don't really have anything to hide. Like whether I'm going to Lynn or like like south of Boston, like things like that. Like a lot of guys out there, they do more like that trap music, more that gangster rap music, drill music. Yeah, so you're gonna see that kind of stuff, and you can't really hide it. And especially if the client wants it, and obviously I want exposure, I'm gonna post it. You know what I mean? But it's just work. It's entertainment, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're Dirk.
It's like, imagine you make drill music and then you blow up, and once you blow up, you make a country mixtape. Mm-hmm. Everyone's following you for the drill music. They're gonna look at it and be like, "What the fuck?" Maybe some people might fuck with it, but other people could be like, "What the fuck is this?" At the same time, it's like, why can't you just do like everything at once? I understand like algorithm being in a certain category, in a certain niche, but that's why like me personally, like most of my content's just myself, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So I try to put it in a way to just base it off of myself, my likes, my interests. It's just like me, you know what I'm saying? But if you're making a brand, it is like way harder to go to different avenues without disrupting other avenues, you know what I mean?
Yeah. most definitely. And considering I like to shoot this type of stuff too, I try to keep it as real and authentic to what my interest is as well. So I'm not going to post something because of how people would feel about it necessarily. I want to portray myself to be comfortable with the target that I'm also going for, where the niche is. But also I understand that people want like family photos and things of that such. So I don't really have that on my feed. I would like that. I mean, that's, people don't really hit me up for that because of what I already have on there. So.
You got the YNs and the shiesty near all the packs holding straps, and then right next to the photo on your Instagram is just like a lovely family photo somewhere nice in the forest or something.
Yeah.
It doesn't add up. You're going to be a little confused.
Yeah, they're going to be like, how can you shoot that? I'm like, I'm a photographer. I can shoot anything, but, I guess people don't see it that way. But, well, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's like me trying to do flooring for houses. And then my customers get mad because I do flooring for like stores or something now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
My bad, bro. I stopped doing the wood flooring because these dudes want me to do marble flooring now.
Yeah.
And they're like, bro, go fuck yourself.
Right.
That's crazy.
And like as an artist, like you want to be more creative. But I feel like your creativity and your authenticity of your work comes out when you do what you like, right? And that also goes for whether you're shooting for yourself or making music for yourself, right? In your sense, versus making music for someone else. You know what I mean? Obviously, when you make music for yourself, you're gonna put in more work into it. It's probably gonna sound better than when you're doing it for someone else when you don't actually maybe like their songs or things like that.
Yeah. For example, a lot of people that sell their soul, they have a few fire songs. That was out of the enjoyment. Now when they go industry, some of that shit sucks, bro. Like, you could tell it's forced. Like, they didn't even want to do it. They didn't even want to make it. It's just, their slave masters commanded them to do such a thing.
Yeah, no. Like, me versus a lot of photographers, or as a videographer as well, I'll shoot and film anything, right? But if you were to go to someone that does video content for like weddings and stuff and you want them to shoot the streets, they won't necessarily want to do it. They will do it, but they may upcharge you because of the comfortability and the explicitness, you know what I mean? They're like, yeah, I know how to work a camera, but I don't do rap music videos, but you're hitting me up for it, so like I'll do it for you, but they're going to have many restrictions and all these things, because they feel uncomfortable. It's out of their niche. I feel like as an artist, you should be universal in a sense and be able to fit the boundaries of any type of genre or whatever category.
Like, if you're a rapper, you're not going to pull up to O'Connor Studios and be like, yeah, show me a music video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you're doing like school portraits and stuff like that. But I would say, see the situation. Mm-hmm. What would be the solution?
Yeah. Right. And like, not only that, I'd be proud to capture anything. You know what I mean? Just like, that way I could build my clientele, and too, I love being behind the lens in general. So it doesn't matter whether if I'm taking pictures for a family or if someone wants like a nude shoot or someone wants to post pictures or like take pictures of guns and gangs or whatever, depending on what you want. I'm pretty well rounded in the sense of what I like to do and things I like to take pictures and shoot for. So it's like I'm not biased or anything.
Everyone's their own person. Everybody has their own goals. People are going to come to you with their own goals and expectations of how things should be. But you have your own goals and expectations, You trying to reach for the horizons, expand your horizons, whatever that saying is. But people are also expecting you and holding expectations on you to be and do things a certain way, which is, you got to kind of give your customers what they expect at the same time. So, like, from a business standpoint, kind of sucks from a personal standpoint, you can kind of just be like, fuck off, I'm doing this now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just all depends on your interest. But I mean, I would just say do what you personally want to do.
Right.
Whatever you're feeling, I guess, you know?
Yeah, no, I feel that because, and people will say whatever they want. They'll comment some sort of hate, or they'll just slide in your inbox and say like, "Why are you doing this? Because you're this type of artist. Like, this shouldn't be public. Like, this isn't good to see for children or whatever." Blah blah blah. Like, people will say whatever they want.
You sound like my family with the stuff I post. Like, oh, take this down. If a job sees this, I don't care. You know what I mean?
No, I feel that. Like, yeah, I feel that.
I mean, as long as, like you were saying earlier, as long as you enjoy it, you're having fun, you're not forced to do it or feeling forced to do it, then, yeah,
Facts. To sum it up, thank you guys. I haven't posted a video maybe like a month now, but I'm definitely trying to be more consistent and follow this guy. I'll tag his shit here. Well, I'll tag his stuff here.
But I would say a good way to overcome that, like a decent solution you could do, is have a brand under your brand, categorize it. You see, like, Coca-Cola brand, they have a bunch of other brands. Don't they have, like, chocolate brands or something, too, right?
Which is weird, yeah.
Exactly. They have brands under brands. So you could have, your basic one, and then you can categorize it, like, one for this specific theme, this one for this specific theme. Sum it all up into one. Like World Star, for example, they were just, doing fights, and then they randomly started doing music videos and stuff. Like, it doesn't really equate, but they found a way to expand their horizons, overcome it. But how did they do that? By essentially just branding under their brand already, branching out pretty much, more in a strategic way,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good way to put it in a marketing sense too. Or even just when you get tired of doing the same shit all the time, you always want to try something different. So that makes sense. But I'm gonna close this out. Oh, by the way, I'm shooting this on the FX30. I don't know if you can tell by the quality or whatever. I'm definitely trying to up the quality of my videos and everything. So I was shooting on the ZV-10, but I hope this is a game changer. So anyways, guys, peace out.
Yes, sir.
And I'll put Mufasa stuff on the bottom there if it's not already on here, and hope you guys fuck with it. Peace out.
Adios, amigos.